In every form of content creation, whether that's making videos or live streaming, you always want to have the best image and video quality you possibly can. But there are always some step backs. It might be that you don't have good lighting or you just don't have a camera. Well, don't worry, because my name's Daxo and I'm going to show you how you can get the best image for your content creation for under $45. So first of all, I want to split this video in 4 sections: the camera, lighting, camera settings, and background. Let's start off with the camera. Did you know that you didn't need to break your bank account just so you could get a good camera for your content? Yeah, you could just use a webcam just like this one. Okay, but what if you didn't want to buy a webcam? Well, you could always just use your phone. But for the purpose of today's video, I'm going to be using the webcam. This is the Logitech C310 and I got it for around $24. Now before we continue, this video is not sponsored by Logitech. I just thought this camera would be a really good example for today's video. Okay, let's continue. So once you plug in the camera, do not freak out. It's gonna look really bad. First, because we haven't added our lighting yet, and second, because it comes with factory settings, aka it's not meant to look good in your room, at least not yet. Okay, so before we can change any of our settings, we have to fix our lighting. I cannot stress this enough. Lighting is the most important part about your video and image. Bad lighting means really bad video quality, so focusing on upgrading your lighting first is a really smart move. So what I'm using is a normal 10-inch ring light, and I got this for around $15. Yeah, believe it or not, you can get a ring light just like this one for around $15. This one happens to have the ability to switch the warmth and the brightness. I personally like to put my lights off a bit to the side just so it gives me a little bit more of a cinematic shot, but it depends on how you want yours to look like. Okay, now that we have our lights set up, we can start tweaking our webcam settings. So first of all, let's go ahead and open OBS. Okay, now that we've made a new scene, we're gonna go ahead and add a new source, add a video capture device, click OK, and then we're going to pick our webcam, and oh lord, it does not look good. It's okay, we're gonna fix it. Also, if you guys see me looking this way, it's because I have my screen over here, so that's why. Okay, so first of all, we need to rescale our camera size. So we're going to right click on our video capture device, and then we're going to click on properties, scroll down and change the resolution FPS type to custom. And right here, I'm going to put 1280 by 720 because my camera reaches all the way up to 720p. So we're going to click OK, and now we can see how it fits the whole screen. Next, we're going to right click again and click on properties again, but this time we're going to click on configure video. Now here is where we're going to change how our camera captures the light and how the colors show and all of that stuff. So technically we're going to make it look better, and then we're going to go to advanced settings. Now here is where all of the sliders are, but of course, I'm not in your room, so I don't know what's going to be best for you, and I can't tell you what's going to look best for your room because of your lighting, but I can show you what every setting does so you can change it to whatever it looks best on your room. So first of all, we're going to uncheck all of these: right light, auto, and auto, so that's going to make us do it manually. Okay, so the exposure is just going to choose how much light your camera is gonna capture. So the higher up, the more light is gonna show, but the more laggy it's gonna be. And then the lower down, the less light is going to capture. Next, we have the gain. The gain is kind of just an addition to the exposure. It kind of just it's a boost of light. And then we have the brightness. We all know what the brightness does. Okay, and then we have our contrast. This is going to show how much the blacks, the whites, and the grays are going to show. So the higher up, the more they're going to show. The lower down, the less they're going to show. 2 settings left. First, we have color intensity, and this is just going to choose how much our colors are showing. So the higher up, the more the colors are going to show and burst. And then the lower down, the least the colors are going to show, and you're just going to turn out being black and white. And then finally, we have our white balance. This is going to choose how cold your shot is or how warm your shot is. The higher up, the warmer it's going to be. The lower down, the colder it's going to be. Okay, so these are my settings, but of course, these are just my settings with my lighting. Now, it's going to be different from you. It probably will be, but you can copy these and then just adjust it from there according to what's best for you. Now, here's the most important part. Make sure you click save, so next time you don't have to readjust all of those settings once again. And that is how you change your settings on your webcam to make it look so much better. One last thing, let's talk about our background. What I like to think when I'm building my background is, what is something that the viewer can watch and won't get tired of, but at the same time it won't distract them from my content. What most people do is they put something on their background that symbolizes what their type of content is. For example, like if I'm a tech channel, I'm going to put something like my camera or a digital drawing board that symbolizes that I'm a tech channel. And of course, we have to have a fill light in the back, so I'm gonna put some RGB. Boom, and that's how our final shot is going to look like. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!